Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Positive Profit, the YouTube show and podcast where we help you learn how to start and grow your own natural dog business. Launching your dog treat business can feel a little like training a puppy. It's exciting, but there are definitely moments where you're not sure if you're doing it right. And that is where a soft launch comes in. It is your practice round and your chance to test the waters, figure out what works, and build confidence before going full speed ahead. In this episode, I'm walking you through exactly how to nail your soft launch step by step so you can learn what customers love, make tweaks, and set yourself up for success. I'll even introduce you to two new friends, Lola and Flo, who will help us bring these ideas to life. And if you're new here, let me introduce myself. Hello, I'm Kara Brothers and I speak dog treat. If you speak dog treat or you want to learn the language, subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell to get all the tasty dog treat talk and tips you can handle. Stay tuned because by the end of the episode, you'll have a full roadmap for getting real feedback, avoiding expensive mistakes, and creating a dog treat launch that makes tails wag. Sound good? Let's jump in. Before we get into the steps for your launch, let me give you a really quick tip that can instantly make your treats look more professional and help you stand out from day one. If you've ever iced a batch of dog cookies only to find the icing cracking and crumbling before your customers even got them, oof, I feel you. That's why I created Treat Armor, a line of shelf-stable, crack-resistant icing and frosting recipes that are specifically made for dog treats. I'm careful to say crack-resistant and not crack-free because let's be honest, no icing is invincible. But Treat Armor has been used by hundreds of bakers and they swear by it because their cookies not only look polished, but they also stay polished for pop-ups, shipping, and markets. During a soft launch, presentation is everything. Your treats don't just need to taste good, they need to look good, and Treat Armor makes it easy. I'll link it down below if you want to grab the icing or the frost and finish bundle that includes both at a discount. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, I want to introduce you to two new characters that you'll hear me talk a lot about in this episode and future episodes. They're a really easy way to get concepts using these characters, Lola and Flo, because they're also a really great way to bring ideas to life. First up, meet Lola. Lola is an aspiring dog treat business owner. She's a lot like you, excited and a little nervous, and trying to figure out how to turn her love of baking into a real business. And then there's Flo. Flo is Lola's dream customer. Flo is a devoted dog mom. You know the type. She calls her dog baby and she loves spoiling them with cute and healthy Instagram-worthy treats, and she's willing to pay for quality. Here is why these two matter. Every decision that Lola makes, her recipes, her pricing, and packaging, has to answer one big question. Will Flo see the value and come back for more? So as we go through this soft launch guide, I'll share what Lola is doing and how Flo reacts. You'll see exactly how thinking like Flo can help you make better decisions. All right, let's start with the basics. What even is a soft launch? A soft launch is like a test drive for your business. Instead of doing a big public launch with tons of inventory and marketing, you will do a smaller controlled launch for your dog treat business with a limited audience. Think of it as like a pop-up rehearsal where you test your recipes, your prices, and your process. Why is this important? Because the alternative is guessing. And guessing can cost you a lot of money. Sometimes a lot of money. Let me ask you this. Would you rather find out that your customers prefer $10 sample bags instead of $5 minis when you've baked 20 of them? Or after you've baked 200? Yeah, exactly. Lola was debating between peanut butter and pumpkin as her signature flavor. She was sure that pumpkin would be the big winner. But during her soft launch, Flo and most of her customers bought peanut butter. This is why testing matters. Lola's assumption would have left her with lots of boxes of unsold pumpkin cookies with 0 peanut butter ones. Instead, she adjusted her menu and she didn't waste a dime. Let's talk prep. Lola's checklist looked like this: finalizing recipes and packaging, setting up a simple online presence, and creating a teaser-style marketing plan. You need recipes to be consistent, safe, and appealing. In your packaging, well, it needs to make Flo feel like she's buying from a real business, not just someone selling cookies out of a plastic bag. You don't need a fancy website. Lola started out with an Instagram page and a Google form with orders, both free. Flo didn't care about a high-end site. She just wanted to order easily. Lola posted behind-the-scenes videos of icing cookies with treat armor because, let's be real, nothing sells better than a close-up of a satiny smooth icing that isn't cracking. Now it's time to announce it. This is where Lola, our dog treat baker, got a little nervous. She's worried. What if no one buys? And hey, that is a real fear. But remember, a soft launch isn't about huge numbers. It's about getting real feedback from a small but engaged group. Lola's audience for her soft launch was small but mighty: friends, family, neighbors, and a few folks from the dog park. You don't need a crowd, you just need a handful of people like Flo, your ideal customer, who will give you honest feedback and, let's be honest, tell their friends when they love your treats. Now, here's how Lola did it. She posted a 3-day countdown on Instagram stories. She shared behind-the-scenes videos of her mixing dough and icing cookies, and she sent a few personal texts. Hey, I'm launching my dog treats this weekend. Do you want a sample bag for your pup? Well, guess who jumped on it first? Flo. Flo messaged back immediately, "Ooh, yes, Max loves peanut butter. Can I grab 2 bags?" Social posts are great, but nothing beats a direct invitation. Your friends and local dog moms like Flo will feel special when you reach out one-on-one. Your first few orders might be a little messy, and that's okay. Lola's first day of orders looked like a scribbled list of names and dog breeds on a sticky note. She realized pretty quickly she needed something better. So here's what I suggest. Use a Google Sheet to log each order. Send quick confirmation numbers and include clear pickup or delivery instructions. Flo loved getting a simple message that said, "Thanks for being one of my first customers. Pickup is Saturday from 10 to 2. I can't wait for Max to try these." That personal touch told Flo 3 other dog moms about Lola's treats just because of that message. Maybe something will go wrong. It's part of it. Maybe you mix up an order. Maybe you run out of stock. Maybe your bag of treats doesn't look as pretty as you'd hope. The key? Fix it fast and with kindness. Lola once gave Flo the wrong flavor. Flo ordered peanut butter but got pumpkin. Lola quickly dropped off the correct bag and included a free sample of her latest blueberry Buddy Bites. Flo was thrilled. That oops turned into extra loyalty. So here's the real magic of the soft launch for your dog treat business. It's not just about selling, it's about learning. If you treat this like a live test, you'll walk away with answers to questions like, what treats does Flo love most? What packaging feels premium enough to her? And what price point feels like a no-brainer? Lola started a notebook she calls Flo Feedback Journal, and she tracked which flavors sold out first, which bag size Flo preferred, and what comments customers made about price, texture, and look. Here's what worked for Lola: sending a quick Google form to her early customers with 3 questions. Question number 1, what did you love most? Number 2, what would you improve? And number 3, would you order again? And she asked for a quick photo or testimonial if they were happy. Flo sent back a photo of her dog Max devouring a cookie, and Lola got to use that picture in her next teaser post. Flo mentioned that she loved peanut butter treats, but she wanted smaller training size cookies for everyday rewards. Lola tested a mini bites version for her next soft launch, and guess what? Flo bought 3 bags. Okay, so when do you know when you're ready to go big? Well, here's how Lola knew. She had repeat orders from Flo and other customers who were early customers. Her packaging looked polished, and her order process was smooth and stress-free. When Lola transitioned to a full launch, she prepped by stocking up on ingredients, ordering more treat armor so her icing looked professional at markets, and building a small website, but only after she had proof of demand. Flo loved being one of her first customers. She felt like she was part of the story, and that's key. Your first customers are not just buyers, they're your super fans. Treat them like gold. So what is your next step? I challenge you to map out your own soft launch this week. Think like Lola. What would make Flo excited to buy? How can you test and learn and refine without going all in on day one? If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's one thing you're testing for your soft launch. I'd love to know, and I'd love to cheer you on. This is Kara Brothers with Positive Profit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.